Hey everybody, this is Julie with ReadySetStamp.com, and this is for the My Peak Stamper Design Team post. I just wanted to show you a little bit about it. I had someone leave a message and they were asking me some questions on it, so I just kind of wanted to explain a little bit. So this is one of those accordion folds. I'm not sure what they call them, but it's a fan fold and then you put it together. I'll show you after this. I'm just going to kind of explain it a little bit first and then I'll show you how to make them. And then of course this is from the Forever Young cartridge, and I have all this information on my blog at ReadySetStamp.com, all the sizes. And then this is from the My Pink Stamper Sweet Goodness set. I think it's so adorable. And I love it because this is a set that's supposed to be used like for cooking and things like that, but I'm trying to show different ways that you can use it as well when you're trying to do little gift boxes, and this can be for a birthday or a wedding shower, any type of shower like that, or just as a gift. I think it's kind of fun. So then I added some rhinestones along the side of this, around the outside of it here, added a little brad, and this is actually just some twine that I put this together with. And then this is some extra beading that I had, sticker beading that I just added to it. I thought it looked really pretty like that. And then believe it or not, this is from the, it's from the Purple Cow Cutter. Try to say that fast 3 times. So let me show you what that is first. This is a mammoth cutter that you can get at Costco. And what's so neat is that over here on this edge, you can change on here. So this is wavy, so this is the one that I used. And you can also change different things so that this can just be a straight cut. And then this one here is a perforated cut, which is kind of cool if you want to do bookmarks or something like that. When you're making a card, this can actually make it into a bookmark, which I think is really neat. So anyway, and this can cut something like 20 pages at a time. I love this cutter. So if you don't have one of these cutters and you have some decal shears or something like that, some cutting shears that have a fun little edge on it, of course that can work. And if you have a gypsy, what you can also do is take a tag, or you can take a card that has a scalloped edge like that, and you can just adjust it so that you can make it a 1 by whatever, or whatever size you need. Like this is a 9-inch box, and these are 1-inch strips here. So if you're going to make a smaller box, you're definitely going to want to use like maybe 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch strips. So that's that. Pretty simple and easy, but I do want to show you how to make this right here, and I'm also going to show you how to fold the box. So we'll do that right now. So for folding the box, this is a 7-inch box. For folding the box, I got to test my memory because I haven't made this for probably about a week. So you're going to fold this here, and there's little tiny score lines, and I always black mine out because they do have 2 holes. By the way, this is from the Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More. And they have 2 tiny holes that I think you put ribbon through, but I don't put ribbon through mine, so I like to black it out when I do it on my gypsy. And if you don't have a gypsy, then you can just do it and not black it out and just add a ribbon on it, and that would be fine too. So I'm just going along these little score lines here, and this has a score line right here. And I'm just trying to show you guys where these fold at. And then there's this right here. And this one doesn't confuse me because this one I know needs to be a triangle. So that one I've got down pat. But it's, let's see, I should have folded that inward. There we go. This one is the one. So this one actually folds at a triangle so that it forms the triangle. So this is the one that confuses me a bit. So let me show you. It goes from this score line here to this one here. So it's actually making a little point. There. So now you see the little triangle that it just made there? So now I'm not going to go ahead and glue this all together or anything like that. I just realized I scored these this way, but anyway, they need to be scored this way. And so this is how I tape it together. I would tape it here, tape it right here, and then tape it here. So I tape both these two at the same time. I press this into here like that. Then I take this and put this over and press this onto here. So that way this leaves this open to stuff with whatever you want inside. Well, you guys might not have saw that on camera. Let's try that again. So I put tape along here, fold this down, press this over so this will stick together, push this down and bring this over so this will stick together. So now I've got my little cake portion here, and now this leaves this open to fill with whatever you want inside of there, and then you can decorate it on this side and you can decorate it up above. So simple as that. So there's that. Now I'm going to move on to show you how to make this really cute little accordion fold on top. So this is how I found out it works for me. You guys can do it whichever way works for you, but for me, I've done trial and error with this a few times. So first step is I have a 1 by 12 inch sheet of paper here, and cardstock works best in my opinion. I'm just using some cheap paper just because I'm not going to be using this. And then I'm going to take my little bone folder and I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch along the way. So I'm just holding this in place so that I can score 1/2 inch along the way. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do is you're going to start with it folded down and then mountain valley fold this, which mountain and valley is just folding it back and forth. It's a fancy name for it actually. Very fancy. And then I'm just going to go ahead and press the bone folder to really make sure the creases are good on that. You just do that maybe every, I don't know, I think maybe I'm probably bone folding it every 10th time perhaps. I don't have any scientific number that I'm using. I'm just doing whatever makes sense. If it doesn't seem to be laying flat enough, then I'll squish it so that I will make it lay flat. This one looks like this is a little bit off, but I will make that work. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so there's my little accordion fold here. So now this is what I found the easiest way for me to do this. This might seem a little weird to you guys, but for me, this is what worked. I need to get one of my Zots, or you can use your ATG gun, but this is what works for me. So the next step I'm going to do is get a scrap piece of paper. So let me find a scrap piece of paper back here. Okay. This will be my scrap piece of paper. So here we go. This is a scrap piece of paper. This might look a little strange to you guys, but this is what works. So I take a couple of my ATG tape and put that down here. And I haven't tried it with a Zig 2A glue pen, let that dry, so I haven't tried that. I've only used it with my ATG tape to see how that's going to work. I'm going to take this, press this down, and so that it sticks onto here. Because I tried to do it the other way. There's another way of doing it where you're holding it, and I don't know, it just wouldn't work for me that way. So I'm going to take a couple of these little Zots and put one there. So I'm going to put 2 on this, one on either side. You could even put one in the middle just to really make sure this is going to adhere really well. It won't hurt anything. So, okay, so now I got 3. So let me see if I can zoom into this so you guys can really see what I'm going to do now. Okay. So what works for me is you take one side of it and you're going to pull this around, and you're holding this down at the same time so it doesn't pop up, because it's going to want to pop up. And you keep twisting it around, and you're going to go around to this side, and you can start letting it loose a little bit because this is really going to hold, which is marvelous. So then I just push it into here. There we go. Push them together. And now the next step that I do to hold mine together, you can use a hot glue gun if you'd like, But what I like to use is these 3D dots. So I take one of these 3D dots and I put that right in the center to hold that together. And then you can lift it up. And there it is. So now this is super sticky on top, so you need to be prepared to add something on top of that. So for me, you could add, like, this is just a for instance, just because I happen to have this around. Here's a little paper flower with a button. I'm going to put that right in the center there. There we go. Isn't that adorable? So that's how quick and easy those are to make if you do it that way. I've tried the other way where you're supposed to hold them in your hand and go around, and they kept falling out and flailing out, and I was getting so frustrated with them. So this is my little way of doing it, where you make it sticky, it stays down, but yet it's still a removable type sticky, and it works for me. So hopefully that little tip will work for you guys too. So there's that. And oh, one other thing, if you don't feel like cutting these here, another thing you can do to save a little bit of time, this is from Recollections, and these are just rhinestone strips. And if you prefer to just add the rhinestone strip rather than adding these, they definitely work really cute on a smaller box. Here's a smaller box, and they look super cute, like doing 2 rows right here, one and then one down here. They look adorable that way. So just a little something too, if that works for you guys. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope these tips were helpful for you. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.